These are the perfumes worn, endorsed, or repeatedly linked to the wives and girlfriends of the biggest football stars at the 2026 World Cup. Some cost over $300, one costs barely $100, and the fragrance at number 1 sold out across an entire country after a single Instagram post. By the end of this list, you may realize you already own the same perfume worn by the wife of the world's most famous footballer. If you're new here, we cover luxury fragrance, style, and the culture behind both. Hit subscribe before we get into this list. Number 10. Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Associated with Georgina Rodriguez, partner of Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's start with the one everyone recognizes by name, even if they've never smelled it. Baccarat Rouge 540 has become shorthand for a certain kind of effortless, high-end presence. The kind that walks into a room and doesn't announce itself loudly, but stays in your memory long after the person has left. Created in 2015 to mark the 250th anniversary of Baccarat Crystal, the French glassmaker that has been making luxury objects since 1764. The fragrance was originally a limited gift. It was never supposed to become the most talked about perfume of the last decade. It did anyway. The notes are ambergris, jasmine, and cedarwood. But what those notes create together is harder to describe than most fragrances. It doesn't smell floral. It doesn't smell woody. It smells like warm skin. Your brain doesn't register fragrance, it registers person. That's why it spreads through word of mouth the way it does. That's why dupes have generated over 3 billion views on TikTok. People trying to capture something they smelled on someone else and couldn't identify. The real thing runs around $325 for 70 ml. It still sells out regularly. For a fragrance at that price point, that kind of demand is unusual. It tells you something about what it does to the people who wear it, and the people around them. Number 9. YSL Black Opium Le Parfum. Associated with Talami Benson, fiancé of Bukayo Saka. There are 4 versions of Black Opium. Most people have tried the original. Fewer have tried the Le Parfum. And that's worth correcting, because the Le Parfum is the better version for most occasions. The original Black Opium is sweet, coffee-forward, and energetic. The Le Parfum strips some of that sweetness away and replaces it with depth. Darker, denser, more deliberate. The coffee is still there. It's always the backbone of this fragrance, but it's joined by white musk and vanilla in a way that feels more intentional. Less like you're wearing a scent, more like the scent is part of you. This is a fragrance with confidence built into its DNA. It's not subtle, and it doesn't try to be. It knows what it is. Around $130 for 90 ml, it's one of the most accessible fragrances on this list, and one of the most complimented. If you've written it off for being too popular or too mainstream, that's worth reconsidering. Mainstream means it works on almost everyone. That's not a flaw. Number 8. Le Labo Santal 33. Associated with Isabel Kovacic, wife of Mateo Kovacic. Le Labo operates differently from every other fragrance house on this list. No advertising, no celebrity deals, no seasonal launches designed to capture a trend. They make fragrances, and they let the fragrances do the work. Santal 33 is the result of that philosophy taken to its logical extreme, a perfume so quietly confident that it became one of the most recognizable signatures of the last decade without a single campaign behind it. Sandalwood, cedarwood, cardamom, violet, iris. Gender neutral in the truest sense, not marketed as unisex, just genuinely wearable by anyone. It became the fragrance of a certain kind of intentional person around 2015, and it never left that position. You smell it in the lobbies of boutique hotels, on architects, on people who buy things once and keep them forever. Around $250 for 100 ml. The people who wear it almost never tell you what it is unless you ask directly. That silence is part of the appeal, and part of why it belongs on this list. Number 7. YSL Libre, associated with Esther Exposito, girlfriend of Kylian Mbappé. The name means freedom in French. That's not just marketing copy. It's an accurate description of what this fragrance does. Libre doesn't commit fully to any single direction. It's not purely floral, not purely warm, not purely fresh. It moves between those things in a way that feels effortless and slightly unpredictable. Lavender, jasmine, orange blossom, vanilla, white musks. The lavender gives it an opening that reads as clean and slightly androgynous. The jasmine and orange blossom pull it into feminine territory. The vanilla and musk settle it into something warm and intimate. The result is a fragrance that works in the morning, works in the evening, and doesn't feel out of place in either. It has been in the global top 5 women's fragrances for 4 consecutive years. Not because of one viral moment, but because it genuinely performs across almost every skin type and almost every occasion. Around $120 for 90 milliliters, one of the strongest value propositions on this list. Number 6. Carolina Herrera Good Girl. Associated with Bruna Biancardi, partner of Neymar Jr. This bottle is one of the most recognized shapes in fragrance. The stiletto heel, the dark blue liquid. You've seen it in airports, in department stores, on dressing tables, in Instagram photos. Even if you've never worn it, you know it. What the bottle promises, the fragrance delivers. Tuberose, jasmine, cacao, coffee, tonka bean, sandalwood. It's a bold fragrance. Not aggressive, but not shy either. It has a point of view. It says something specific about the person wearing it, that she's not asking permission, and she's not particularly interested in being subtle. Good Girl has never left the global top 10 since it launched in 2016. That's 9 consecutive years in the top 10 for a fragrance in one of the most competitive categories in retail. The only explanation is that it works, consistently, reliably, on a wide range of people, and that it continues to feel relevant even as trends shift around it. Around $140 for 80 milliliters. Number 5. Chanel Coco Mademoiselle Intense. Associated with Michelle Gerzig, wife of Thibaut Courtois. There's a version of this fragrance most people know, and then there's the Intense. And the Intense is the one worth talking about. The original Coco Mademoiselle is bright, citrus-led, immediately recognizable. It's been a bestseller since 2001, and it's earned that position. But the Intense version is a different conversation. The citrus is pulled back, the patchouli comes forward, the rose deepens. The whole fragrance slows down and becomes warmer, more enveloping, more evening appropriate, without being exclusively nocturnal. A fragrance that holds a top 5 global position for 25 years doesn't do it through marketing alone. It does it because it genuinely performs on an enormous range of women, in an enormous range of contexts. The Intense takes that proven foundation and pushes it somewhere more interesting. Around $220 for 100 milliliters. If you've only tried the original, the Intense is the upgrade you haven't made yet. Number 4. YSL Mon Paris. Associated with Isabel Haugseng Johansson, girlfriend of Erling Haaland. Mon Paris was created as a love letter to the city, and it smells exactly like what that description implies. Romantic, warm, slightly melancholic in the way that beautiful things sometimes are. White peach, pear, datura, patchouli, musk. What surprises people about this fragrance is how much it reveals rather than reflects. On someone with a cool, understated public persona, you might expect a cool, understated fragrance. Mon Paris is neither of those things. It's openly warm and openly romantic, but that's the point of a great fragrance. It doesn't show you who someone is in public. It shows you who they are when they've stopped performing. Around $130 for 90 milliliters. Consistently in the top gifted fragrances across Europe, particularly around Valentine's Day. If you've received it and left it in the box, that was the wrong decision. Number 3. Narciso Rodriguez for Her. Not linked to one woman, linked to many, across different squads, different nationalities, different events, without a single post, tag, or campaign behind it. This is the fragrance that keeps appearing in the background, in hotel lobbies, at team dinners, in the orbit of women who have access to everything and choose this without announcing it. No famous bottle shape, no viral moment, no spokesperson at this level of visibility. White bottle, black text, launched in 2003, musk, roses, amber, peach blossom. It smells like skin, elevated, Not like a fragrance was applied, but like the skin itself became more cleaner, warmer, more present. The musk in this fragrance is the reason it works the way it does. It's not a clean musk or a sharp musk. It's intimate, almost biological in the way it interacts with skin. It smells different on almost everyone, which is rare, and it smells good on almost everyone, which is rarer. Around $100 for 100 ml, the most underestimated fragrance on this list, and the one most worth trying if you've never encountered it. Number 2. Chanel Chance Eau Tendre, associated with Ashlyn Castro, girlfriend of Jude Bellingham. Of the 4 Chance fragrances, Eau Tendre is the lightest and the most effortless, which makes it the hardest to dismiss and the easiest to underestimate. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't build towards something dramatic. It simply exists in a state of perfectly calibrated brightness and never wavers. Grapefruit, quince, hyacinth, jasmine, iris, teakwood, white musk. The grapefruit and quince give it an opening that feels like clarity. Not citrus exactly, just light. The jasmine and iris settle it into something more feminine without making it heavy. The white musk and teak wood anchor it so it doesn't disappear within an hour, which is the risk with fragrances this airy. One of the most consistently repurchased fragrances in the Chanel lineup, which is a meaningful benchmark given how many options Chanel offers at every price point. Around $170 for 100 ml. If you've been meaning to try it, stop meaning to. Number 1. And this is why I asked you to stay until the end. Lancôme la vie est belle l'élixir. Associated with Antonella Roccuzzo, wife of Lionel Messi and Lancôme ambassador. Antonella Roccuzzo posted a video applying this fragrance before a private event. Within hours, it had sold out in multiple stores across Argentina. Within days, the story had been picked up internationally. That kind of response doesn't happen for a fragrance that people feel neutral about. It happens when a fragrance already means something to people, and seeing the right person wear it confirms what they already suspected. La Vie est belle is not a new launch. It came out in 2012. It has been the number 1 fragrance in Europe for 11 consecutive years, top 5 worldwide. Number 1 in France every single year since it launched, in one of the most fragrance-literate countries on earth, where competition in that category is more serious than almost anywhere else. Those are not the numbers of a fragrance that got lucky with a campaign. Those are the numbers of a fragrance that genuinely works for a genuinely wide range of people across a genuinely long period of time. The elixir version, which is what Antonella specifically wears, is more concentrated and more enveloping than the original. The iris is more prominent, the patchouli is deeper, the praline and vanilla are richer. It's the same fragrance, but turned up, like a conversation that started quietly and became the only thing in the room. Around $130 for 100 ml. Here is what makes this number 1. It is the fragrance on this list that you are most likely to already own, or to have received as a gift, worn through an entire bottle, given to someone you love. The story isn't that Antonella Roccuzzo wears an expensive, inaccessible fragrance that only people at her level can reach. The story is that the wife of the greatest footballer who ever lived, with access to every fragrance on earth, keeps choosing the same one that's been sitting on your shelf. And when she showed it on camera, an entire country ran out of stock. That is what number 1 on this list looks like. Not the most expensive, not the most exclusive, the one that, when the right person wears it, makes the whole world want it. 10 fragrances, 1 World Cup. If something here made you think of a bottle you already own, that's worth paying attention to. Subscribe if this was useful, and if you want more content like this every week, you're already in the right place. Leave a comment. Which perfume on this list do you own, or which one are you going to try first?